A terrorist squad was wreaking havoc on YouTube by posting explicit pornos every 7 days. They were calling the playlist
The Blacklist.
The Blacklist. The Blacklist.
No ordinary human would be against this. Only somebody truly bitter with the world and who had never felt another warm human in bed with them would try and stop this as some obscure revenge strategy. One such man was Sam Fisher. Come join us, the Cubicle Brothers, as we follow his progress towards ending the Blacklist in a series that should hopefully explain why he's so confused
Or wearing high heels.
and twisted in the first Splinter Cell. It started off very similarly. This one also came on 3 discs, though it took place earlier in Sam's life, when he wasn't just capable of Prince of Persia style moves, but also of far more than just that, as we'll soon see. But first, let's find out why Sam's so angry about life.
What's his status? Exhausted! Apparently he lasted 3 hours. 3 hours? On the Blacklist? Yeah! He must have been tough. Oh, he loved every second of it. Something tells me that Sam's a bit jealous for not being invited.
You lucky bastard.
Sam, do this mission while the rest of the agency goes to a supermassive fun party.
But that's not fair.
Tough, Sam. Nobody likes you. Except Charlie. Charlie likes everybody. Plus these parties are exhausting, and many can't last the night. Poor Isaac is still mocked for his performance from last time.
So everybody's going to this party?
No, those who were part of the Blacklist last week are with you. I'm sure they have lots of stories to tell. Lots of fun and amazing stories that you'll wish you had been part of.
I never asked for this. They were all nearly at the drop zone, and Sam still wasn't happy about the situation.
Hey, you fancy some Blacklist action later?
I'm sorry, got plans.
Next week?
Maybe we could do something later.
No way. Not even if you were the last person on Earth.
What if I gave you something in return?
Do I look like that kind of person?
Screw this, you all suck.
No, actually we're all amazing in bed.
Sam realised that he was able to explore what could potentially be a large and exciting game world before commencing his mission, but couldn't be bothered, so headed back to the computer, struggling against the controls as he went. He just wanted to get away from the rest of the team, but Charlie wasn't going to let him go that easily.
Hey Sam, almost forgot. I'm part of the Blacklist this week, so can you look after this? Don't want it to be broken during filming or anything. I hope you understand. I'm going to be knee deep in women and we're going to be doing all sorts of stuff. I don't want it to be broken. Just slide it into your arm purse or something.
And with that, Sam was off on his first adventure.
Guys, come on! Blacklist is about to start!
Sam professionally continued on with his mission, checking for exploits or things that could aid him in his struggle. Despite the shades, the world was still full of ridiculous sun flare. Sam soon realised that this was the wrong way and continued on his quest. He tried to blend in, but couldn't resist the urge to kick chairs as he went by. He suddenly realised that he needed the toilet. His mission could wait.
Can I help you?
Bathroom, you got one?
In the alley.
Try as he might, he couldn't break into a run. Perhaps it had reached a stage where his butt cheeks were the only things withholding the force from his bowels. Unfortunately, Sam didn't quite make it in time and required a change of clothing. Sadly, he only had his Splinter Cell gear, which instantly made him the bad guy in the eyes of anybody he would see from now on.
Told you this would get messy.
If only he had got to the toilet a bit sooner. It took a while to familiarise himself with the new controls. He accidentally enabled night vision instead of eliminating an enemy, then by mistake stabbed an enemy in the throat instead of performing a non-lethal takedown. He would learn. Wow, Sam, and to think that you used to be that guy who'd never consider killing anybody.
You have a beat on what's inside the safe house.
He eventually got through the door and had a good look at his new night vision goggles. They seemed about as pointless as the ones on Counter-Strike Source. He removed them and didn't look back. Okay Sam, you have the upper hand. How are you going to deal with this? A non-lethal takedown? Good idea! Oh, maybe next time. How about these two bad guys? Which to shoot first, Oh, the TV. I guess that was tactical. Off he went, up the stairs. He switched off the light, a move that was probably less stealthy than leaving it be, and he hid in the side room for his moment to strike.
Nice work.
He didn't know why he did this. He thought it looked cool, but it also happened to be one of the best ways of getting through the level. Well done, Sam. The only way this could have been better is if it was from through a window. Oh damn! Sam was in trouble now. Fortunately for our dear Sam, the guy seemed to be a blind moron. The real victims in all of this were the street cleaners. Oh wait, could it be? Could it be? Yes! Life doesn't get much better than this. Defenestrating people from the outside. This had to be a good omen. After mucking up the controls, Sam entered the building and prepared for his final showdown. Yes, like that cover's going to do you a whole lot of good, Sam. He made his way to the final room and to the prisoner who he had to rescue for some reason. He had a great idea. To use the guy as a meat shield. Unfortunately, he confused the controls and ended up killing the poor guy and putting him over his shoulders. Because, I don't know. Still, this lets Sam use his second most favourite move at his disposal, the chuck command. Sam opened the door before chickening out, almost getting spotted by another moronic guard, then actually being spotted by closing the door again. The time for stealth was over. At the moment, Sam felt about as graceful as a sardine on a keyboard, thanks to the confusing controls, but after a bit of a battle, he sussed it out and defeated them. He was kind of freaked out by that handsome ghost that kept appearing everywhere, but he figured it was just his imagination. No, Sam, you can't kill that prisoner. He's clearly important to the plot and definitely not dead already.
Roger that.
Just as he found out that the prisoner was dead, his mates just wanted to remind him how awesome being on the Blacklist was. What is it you want?
Oh, Sam, you won't believe who's joined us in this week's Blacklist. He's so fit, much fitter than you.
I don't care. Just tell me what I need to do now.
Sam, just letting you know it's super fun here. You are looking after my mobile phone, aren't you?
Yeah. It's not broken or anything. Crap, it's broken.
Oh, that's good. Wait, let me just use my original voice.
Wow, there is a lot of freaky porn on here.
Looking for a location.
Right. I traced the call. Pushing the location to your OPSAT now. Whoa, not good. It's a police station.
Oh, screw walking. Let's drive there. Oh no. Why not? Enemies on the streets. Looks like you're going to have to go Assassin's Creed style. Again. Oh, I hate my job. Stupid acrobatics. Stupid enemies. Stupid police station. Stupid Blacklist. Sam headed towards his next objective, unaware of what terrible dangers lay ahead of him as he ran/skidded towards the next obstacle. But wait, let's stop for a second and admire this beautiful place. All of these tiny details that the developers must have spent hours placing there. Look at the reflections. Look at the beautiful shadows, his hairy face and head. The way that all of these leaves are 3D. You can just imagine it now.
Honey, what did you do at work today?
Oh, I just modelled some 3D shrubberies.
Oh dear, people are never going to care about that. Get a job doing something better, like doing voiceovers or something. The average skill level for those is alarmingly low at the moment.
Anyway, time to carry on with the mission. Sam's superpowers strike again, dragging this poor guy across the ground before giving him the ride of his life. Wow, let's watch that again in slow motion. How hasn't this man got a place on the Blacklist yet? He has the martial arts skills of a video game character, the climbing abilities of that French guy that climbs buildings, and the sneaky prowess of something super sneaky. Here he is, about to perform yet another brilliantly executed super stunt. Once he gets his nerves together. Hey, even secret agents need time to compose themselves. Sadly, Sam forgets how to jump off the rope and ends up making a fool of himself. Hide, Sam! Enemies are coming! Once Sam's wounds closed up and healed Wolverine style, he went back on the offensive. Or maybe he didn't. I forget, these videos are all so similar. This time he got stuck in some boxes, then hid for a while before having an awesome gunfight. Bet they're shouting hacks and aimbot on the way up to evil villain heaven. Sam was once again spooked by what he thought was an enemy. Fortunately, it was just him losing his sanity. Thank goodness for that. He didn't have time to think about it for long before he was in the middle of yet another battle. It's not his fault! How is he meant to hide in a sunny town in the middle of the day? I'll shut up and let you watch the battle. In other words, he's going to stick his head up and become a target. How kind. Aha! Sam has truly mastered the art of stealth, among other things. Next he's going to take a sneaky route through the house to avoid any more battle. Oh. Whoops. Unlucky Sam. Let's try that again. Only more sneakily. Done like a pro. Done like a pro. Done like a pro. Done like a, well, not so pro, but close enough.
All clear.
Okay, keep looking.
Done like a pro. Oh no, best go. But lo, a sound a hero. This was beginning to remind Sam of playing Hitman, and that awkward moment when you're shooting the witnesses if they're entering the room, knowing that your stealthy exit is quickly fading out of existence, and that it's only a matter of time before panic spreads across the entire level like a virus. Fortunately for Sam, the AI in this game was a bit suspect, and he carried on to the next area, where he also managed to do it in a surprisingly effective style that he has named the Benny Hill. Oh Sam, that was awesome. Now quick, onwards to the police station. Ew, I take back what I said about the graphics earlier. And what better way to conclude this part than by capturing a person on the most wanted list.
Sam, I'm seeing a high-value target. Single digits on Langley's most wanted. If you capture him, we'll arrange for pickup.
Alive. Sam made his way to the window, timed it perfectly, was thankful nobody had locks in this place, and took him down non-lethally. He hoped. Maybe not. He doesn't seem to be moving. Well, this is awkward. Only one thing for it. And out the window you go. Time to forget about that awkward incident and to move on to greener pastures. Sam carried on with his journey to the police station, silently taking down lone gunmen without a trace. Until he was spotted. He quickly dealt with the threat, but Pandora's box had been opened. Several well-placed groin shots did the trick, and yet they kept coming. Firing as he retreated, Sam escaped by the skin of his teeth or something. And then he saw it, the ghost of Sam Fisher, as if he had been here before. He was losing it, but had to keep going for now. Eliminating the final guard brought him closer to sanity, and he continued on. Nope Sam, that window doesn't lead to anywhere useful. Wow, these apartments were very dark. It was bringing back memories of the first Splinter Cell and the terrible work conditions the police back then had to deal with. No wonder they were all packing heat. The sooner he could escape from this maze of corridors, the better, and not just for his own sake. The audience retention on YouTube for this video was at stake. The lone guard paused in the musty garage's entrance, the crunching grit beneath his boots echoing across the vast dark interior. He was there for what seemed like an eternity, before realising what he had to live for.
I don't have anything.
That's right, all he had was a mindless existence, doing linear things, being mercilessly controlled by a higher power who decided his fate for him. Ironically, this is exactly what's happening to Sam right now. Freedom at last. Sam was once again able to venture into the great outdoors and proceeded to the shop.
Sure.
Not sure what happened there, but only one enemy remained. One stupid enemy who actually believed that Sam was still standing in his previous spot. Sam was now confident enough with the controls to try a nice little takedown. Now on with the mission. Once Sam wastes all of his ammo checking out the breakable glass, which is super lush. You know those awkward moments where you fight your way to a location, only to realise you were closer to finishing it before? This is one of them. Ooh, an unarmed man. Will you be Sam's friend? That's right, Sam. Nobody likes you. Not even this cute fluffy doggy. If only there was an easy way to get past this type of security. Yep, on to the next area. Wait, no Sam! Don't use your second most favourite ability on this dog. People won't like it. Great, Sam. Your audience retention has just dropped even lower.
Heads up, Sam. The police station's just
Oh
around
look,
the corner.
3D plants.
Copy that.
Well done to whoever designed this. Come on, just a bit closer. Bit closer. Nah, let's just use him as a meat shield. Oh, not again, Sam. This is awkward. Run, Sam! Yeah, just dump his body there. Now it's time to hide. And fight. And to possibly die. Sam carried on to the outskirts of the police station, but then had an idea. Developers always leave an unguarded back door for sharp-eyed observers to use. This would be a piece of cake. Sam must be totally blind or something, for he totally missed that first guy. As a result, he was low on health, with 2 bullets, and the enemies kept coming. Fortunately, they all seem to be those guys who let you rush first in Counter-Strike, since none of them had the guts to make the first move. That guy there tends to be me on Counter-Strike. If they all rushed, then Sam would get pwned. When will the Counter-Strike community wake up to this fact? Bullets whistled overhead, but Sam bode his time, aware that if he lived to tell the tale, then he'd have an awesome video to show people on YouTube. Armed with a proper weapon, these guys didn't stand a chance, and Sam wiped the place clean. The idiotic controls made picking up Sam's preferred weapon impossible, though he didn't mind having to use his second most favourite move in order to get it. Once he had a stealthy weapon, he headed inside the dreaded police station. The rooms got darker and more decrepit, the screams got louder. This next part is going to be so exciting, I can promise you that.
Sam, the Blacklist is about to start upstairs. If you were invited, what's your favourite position?
Inside, making sure I'm not followed. Where is the party taking place?
Best bet is a secure interrogation room, top floor, south side. You're not invited though.
Screw that! I'm going to stop this episode of the Blacklist. It's not fair that I wasn't invited!
Sam made his way through the police station, which was now home to the epic porno named The Blacklist. The screams of ecstasy grew louder as he progressed through the shadows, keeping a low profile. This was Sam's opportunity to get some action. The wait for the guard as he slowly shuffled down the corridor was unbearable. People began to lose interest in the video. They started unsubscribing. The audience retention hit an all-time low. All was almost lost. When suddenly... With the guard guarding no more, Sam was free to continue. The stairs were in sight. Sam had to lure the armed enemy of one from his all-seeing post. And how better than to speak seductively to him?
Hey? Come here.
Sounds like someone's over there.
Poor Sam. Even a rookie guard couldn't be charmed, and the bullets began raining down on Sam's location. Any sort of plan went out of the window as Sam flew up the flight of stairs. What would await him yonder?
At the police station, they've set up computers. Plug in your op side if you find one. We should be able to get the
One more time. And then it's my go.
I told you it has nothing to do with you. Nothing, I swear to God! Fuck!
So you're saying we're not sexy enough to be in the blacklist, is that it?
No, I'm not saying that. No. What I'm saying
Yellow.
is
You enjoy this too much.
I thought you wanted me to.
Yes, but it makes this torture look fake.
Oh, God. Okay. Fucking told them everything, okay?
Sam watched enviously from the other side of the glass.
Is he alive?
He was going to put a stop to this silly business.
What the fuck? Don't kill me. Holy shit.
A bullet was too good for this Dominator. Sam gave him a slap to the balls that you wouldn't forget in a hurry, and not in a good way.
Thank you. Who are you? CIA?
Now it's my turn to pleasure you.
Oh, you have got to be fucking shitting me!
No, I'm good, I promise. Just give me a chance.
This is about what happened in DC! Shut up.
Sam, what's happening?
No, don't!
Coben paused. It was actually quite kinky, but he wouldn't tell Sam that.
You here to save me?
Is that what you'd like me to do, you bad boy?
I'm here to
Unfortunately
support
for
you.
Sam, the Guardians of the Blacklist were on their way to stop his
Sam,
little
it's about to get
intervention.
ugly. Local talent's closing on your position.
Package is secure. Briggs, what's your 20?
Coben couldn't contain his feelings any longer.
Holy shit, he is here to save me.
He was in love. But this wasn't the time. As much as Sam wanted this, there were real enemies with real bullets heading his way.
You'll keep me safe,
It was
right?
time to run away! Sam messily disposed of the two guards in front of him. He noticed the third and final person. Eliminate him and he could get out of here. Wait, no Sam! Don't try and show off! Oh, well done! You've really done it now. Reinforcements were on their way. Sam was in the middle of a hostile country with the only man who ever loved him, and enemies were about to invade. Was this it? Was this the end for Sam?
Holy shit, look out!
It was oddly quiet. The enemy was not where Sam expected him to be. Was he going to be ambushed from the rear? Were they going to go echelon left formation on his ass? Sam saw his literal window of opportunity and thought that perhaps they could escape before the inevitable bloodbath. But no, Sam had to destroy yet another family as the bad guy was preventing him from triggering the cutscene.
Briggs, we're at the extraction. Where are you?
Ugh.
Still en route. Cross streets
Just
off
get here.
Blacklist.
Stay.
I can do that.
Time for Sam's hardest battle yet.
Just stay down.
We're coming!
Really?
He was outflanked, but dealt with it professionally.
Worry about not getting shot.
The guards were surprisingly stupid. Perhaps this was because the room was almost pitch black.
In position.
This was it.
Roger that.
Freedom was so close that he could taste the happily ever after.
Mister, let's go! Are you kidding me? I'm not even wearing shoes!
Soon you'll be wearing even less. Now is the
What the
time.
hell, man?
Grab on.
What? Why?
I think you've got the wrong idea. It's to escape.
Go! Holy shit!
I finally found my true love. Coben, I'm coming. Oh no, this one's mine. But wait, you can't do this to me. Now is my time to be happy. No!